Derek, so good to see you. We have a really important topic today, navigating the financial talk with your aging parents. Today,
Yep.
we get to talk through when you need to have this talk with your parents and what topics you suggest be included. So, first, explain why having this conversation with aging parents is so important.
Aaron, this is a terrific topic to cover, and it's something, if you're blessed enough to have your parents or one of your parents, we're all going to run into the same situation.
Mhm.
As at some point, we have to step in and get more involved or more active in the financial health of our parents and for their care. Aaron, as everyone ages, needs and demands certainly changes. And taking an active role into their finances and helping support them is something that we're all going to be running into at some point.
Right. Certainly don't want any surprises. So, why do you think we avoid this topic? And do you have any suggestions to get the ball rolling?
Aaron, this is financial 101. Nobody wants to discuss money. If you were raised in a household that maybe those discussions you were already having with your parents through the college years and in your life, then bringing up the topic of being more involved as they need more support is going to be pretty easy. It's going to be just over the dinner table and say, "Hey, mom and dad, I'm going to pop in and be a part of the meeting or help or support." It's those households where finances were taboo that I think is going to be way more difficult.
Mhm.
Maybe you didn't hear finances discussed growing up. You don't know the status. You don't even know
Right.
if mom or dad have a pension or income or if they're claiming Social Security. Um, so this one is going to be something that I would always advise individuals to maybe get that ball rolling earlier rather than when maybe a life event creates the situation
Good
of
point.
where you have to step in. So
Right.
it's going to be difficult, I think, going in with a soft hand and a gentle heart into that conversation is always going to be really, really important.
Right. And like you're saying, much less stressful if you're not doing it on the heels of some big life event. Good point.
Correct.
So you
Mhm.
say once that conversation begins, you suggest including a few specific topics, including their current financial status and income.
Yeah, I would try to avoid if you're going to be opening the conversation with parents about their financial situation. I think you start with some broad brush strokes and you start with where are they at financially and where are their sources of income. You'd be shocked, Aaron, I think, to know that many children as they become adults, their parents that they're not sure where the income comes from, whether it's Social Security or pensions or retirement accounts or annuities or whatever. So I think starting with just a broad brush financial picture and income is a good start there, and
Mhm.
keep it general. Mhm.
Next, you suggest bringing up long-term care.
Again, as we talked, it could be an event that drives this conversation. Hopefully not. That's why having the conversation early, asking, do they have long-term care? Or if they're working with an advisor, what's their plan? How,
Mhm.
and this also tailors or ducktails into, you know, what type of care are they looking for in the future? If they want to be cared for in the home, if they want to come live with you, Aaron, maybe they want to come live with you and be
That
cared
needs to be
for.
a conversation, Derek. I
Yeah, you might want to know kind of
would
what
want to know.
yeah, I'd like to know where the plan is now or where they envision it.
Yeah.
So you don't have that surprise event with, mom and dad with the luggage out front, the front door going, we're ready.
I'm not.
Right.
All right.
Mhm.
And then next, you suggest you bring up estate planning. I can see why this would be important when it comes to family.
Yeah, this is going to pull into, a lot of people think of estate planning being the end of life scenario of how assets are going to be distributed. But this is also going to bring in living documents, things that
Mm.
you're going to want and to know are in place for your parents, such as power of attorneys or advanced healthcare directives. Because in some of those cases, you as a child or one of many children, your parents either have or have not decided yet who are the legal persons to step in and manage affairs while they're living. And I think having that conversation early and knowing who's has those roles in the family to step in for either healthcare or finances is super important. And I have always told clients and their children is we want to know how all of this is going to function later rather than finding all of it out on the day of a major event. That's
Mhm.
really why I think doing this video and bringing up this topic is vitally important.
Right.
Mhm.
So, last question. Do you suggest that children be present at meetings with their parents when they're meeting with their financial advisor?
I think this is going to go, Aaron, into the scope of where your parents are at. If your parents are 61 and traveling the world and enjoying their lives, I'm not sure that's the engagement level. At some point, I think every advisor would love to have the children involved, potentially in those meetings as clients age, as we run into all the issues that you can have as an aging adult, whether it's memory issues or anything. Having a child there or children there, part of those meetings, not to really get too deep in the weeds, but to be a part of and
Mhm.
understand the picture, I think is huge. I think it gives that parent peace of mind. I think it gives the advisor a little bit help in regards to guidance of how are they seeing their parents as they age and what issues they're seeing. So I think it's really important. And I would always tell you that I think every advisor would certainly welcome that as those clients age. Mhm.
Right. It's going to become your business sooner rather sooner or later. So why not get involved sooner? So,
Certainly is. Mhm.
Derek, if somebody would like your help, either getting the ball rolling or just, again, bringing up questions they should have with their parents, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, they can reach out directly to the office at 703-273-2326. They can find us at the website at 3leaffinancial.com.
Great. Derek, thank you.
Great topic. Thanks, Aaron.